Master, the tempest is raging. When Mary Ann Baker, a Baptist from Chicago, was 42, she struggled emotionally and spiritually, grieving over the loss of her only brother to disease that had also stolen her mother and father from her. Why has tragedy happened? How could a loving God do such a thing? Her heart was searching for meaning when she was sick and could not even go to be with her only brother as his health became critical. During this time of grief, Mary's associate, Dr. Horatio Palmer, asked her to compose words for songs that would address Christ stilling the tempest, based on Mark 4:36-41.
And the disciples got into the boat with Jesus, and there arose a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the boat so that it was now full. But Jesus was in the hind part of the boat, asleep on a pillow. And they awoke him and said unto him, Master, carest thou not that we perish? And he arose and rebuked the wind, and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. And he said unto them, Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith?
Mary wrote this hymn in 1874 that was set to music by Dr. Palmer and published in his Songs of Love for the Bible School later in the same year. Out of her experience of tragedy, her personal trial, a tempest did have meaning after all. In fact, this trial added depth and purity to her faith, she declared. Out of the experience of tragedy, we learn that oftentimes Jesus stills the troubled heart rather than or as much as the troubled sea. Possibly the miracle of Jesus was in changing the frightened disciples as much as changing the elements of nature. By the same token, out of the pandemic tragic experiences, possibly Jesus is attempting to changing our hearts into believing. Master, the tempest is raging. Master, the tempest is raging, the billows are tossing high. The sky is overshadowed with darkness, no shelter and help is night. Carest thou not that we perish? How canst thou lie asleep when each moment so madly is threatening a grave in the angry deep? The winds and the waves shall obey thy will. Peace be still, peace be still. Whether the wrath of the storm to sea, or demons or men or whatever it be, no matter can swallow the ship, but now the master of ocean and earth and skies, they all still, peace be still. They all shall sweetly obey thy will. Peace, peace be still. Master, with anguish of spirit, I bow in my grief today. The depths of my sad heart are troubled. Oh, awaken and save, I pray. Torrents of sin and of anguish sweep o'er my sinking soul. And I perish, dear Master. Oh, hasten and take control. The wind and the waves shall obey thy will. Peace be still, peace be still. Whether the wrath of the storm does seem, or demons on men, or whatever it be, no matter can swallow the ship where lies the master of ocean and earth and skies. They all shall sweetly obey thy will. Peace be still, peace be still. They all shall sweetly obey thy will. Peace, peace be still. Master, the terror is over, the elements sweetly rest. Earth's sun in the darkness spirit, and heavens within thy breast. Linger, O blessed Redeemer, leave me alone no more. And with joy I shall make the blessed harbor, and rest on the blissful shore. The winds and the waves shall obey thy will. Peace be still, peace be still. Whether the wrath of the storm shall see, or demons on men, or whatever it be, no matter can swallow the ship where lies the master of ocean and earth and skies. They all shall sweetly obey thy will. Peace be still, peace be still. They all shall sweetly obey thy will.